friends, how are you today? Good, I'm so glad. Well, I hope you're ready to learn about different parts of the orchestra. We're going to be learning a lot about them this unit, and I'm super excited. Now, remember, there are 4 parts of the orchestra. There is the string section, the woodwind section, the brass section, and the percussion section. Today we're talking about that first one, the string section. Now, to learn about the parts of the orchestra, we're going to be using our book, The Story of the Orchestra by Robert Levine, and our illustrations are by Meredith Hamilton. So, this is the information about the string section. Now, the people who play string instruments sit in these blue areas here. Can you see the blue? String instruments are the harp, violins, violas, cellos, and the double bass. Now, you may be thinking, what makes them string instruments? That just sounds like a list of instruments. Well, the string section, let's read. Most of the instruments in the string section look alike. The main difference between them is their size. So some are smaller and some are bigger. Let me find my place. Is their size, as they are all played in very much the same way. Their strings can be plucked, or they can make a sound with a bow. Strings are used to provide a piece of music with a deep, rich sound, and they are often used as solo pieces as well. So the sounds they make can be really deep and rich. And they're used for solos, which means that only one instrument plays at a time. Solo means one. So if a song had a violin solo, only the people playing violins would be playing the part of that part of the song. Everybody else in all these other areas would be quiet. Okay? It also says that this is the largest section of the orchestra, and the string section uses 60 to 70 musicians. Can you believe that? That's a lot of people. That's way more people than are in our class. It makes a deep, rich body of sound. It's the largest section, 60 to 70 musicians, and it's called the backbone of the orchestra. Now I want you to touch your back. Can you feel your backbone? That's the row of bones in your back that holds you upright. If you didn't have your backbone, you'd be flopped over all the time. So your backbone is really important. Just like your backbone is really important, the string section is really important. That's why it's called the backbone of the orchestra. So let's look at a few pictures. So we heard about the violin. This is the violin. This part right next to it, this part of the instrument is called the bow. You may have remembered that I said bow earlier. This gets pulled across the strings to make its sound. This is a viola. It looks a lot like a violin, but it's larger. Even bigger than that is this instrument, the cello. The double bass looks like a big violin, and it's super big. It's probably about this tall. And then the harp. The harp has these strings, and you pluck them to make a sound. So that's some information about the string section. When we learn about it in class, you'll get to see lots of pictures and get lots more information than what we read today. But this is a good video to watch just to remind you what the strings section is. All right, you good? You think you got it? Awesome. I'll see you on Wednesday.